lovers, welcome back. I am Coach Kara and we are here with another dating video. So judging by the title, we are talking about dating after divorce and what that looks like. All right, so let's just jump right into it. So if you have been trying to date after you've been divorced, regardless of how long it's been since you've been in the single state, right? But now you think you're ready, or should you? How soon should you? You just have questions. And well, the answer to that, my love, is quite simple. So you really want to make certain that you have taken yourself through the process of understanding what transpired. What have you learned from that experience? Accepting responsibility, ownership for things that you could have done better or things that occurred that were out of your control, and understanding that, have you really taken into account of every aspect of the ending of a situation to start a new beginning? Because introspection is required before moving on in any case. You can get fired from a job or whatever. You still need to know what transpired, what you could have done differently, learned from that experience, basically. So once you've taken yourself through that process of grief, resentment, regret, anger, taking yourself through that entire emotional roller coaster, and now you see the sun shining again, that is when it is time for you to try to put yourself back out there, because you don't want an extensive length of time to go past before you decide to date again. Now, I know some of you who were married for a very long time, maybe years ago or whatever, and you may say to yourself, well, things are different now. Well, the reality of it, my love, no, it isn't. People are still the same. People are still conniving. They're still, manipulative. Those types of behaviors still persist. The only thing that's really changed in this world is really music and technology. So we have evolved in that right, okay? But for the most part, the dating game is still the same. It is a game. It is exactly what that is. So even if you feel like you're out of experience, actually you're not, because if you were just in a relationship, you should be more keen of what it is that you look for in a person, or those qualities, right away. So in that aspect, you're kind of winning in that regard. Now, if you think that you're not as, I don't know, what it is that people get so afraid of, that, look, the technique is still the same. It really is. I promise you. It's still the same. The strategy is still the same. It's just knowing how to navigate through each individual person or date. Each situation is going to be different. So you just got to play it by ear. It's one of those kind of things. And even if you are coming out of, an experience, just think that the person that you may be about to date may not have had that experience. They may be out of the know, okay? And may not be as knowledgeable or experienced in that area. So you kind of have to see it as a positive versus being fearful. Oh, I may not be. Well, we're all different. And if you feel uncomfortable, if you have put yourself out there and you started dating, yet you still feel uncomfortable, well, what that means is that you haven't met the right match, basically. Yeah. But for the most part, once you've taken yourself through that whole introspection and you've gained insight on what it is that you desire, you're over that past situation, it does not affect you. Naturally, we're all going to carry some trace, some remnants of that past situation with us. But when you look at it in a positive aspect, it's a good thing, because it's there to remind you. You understand? It's there to remind you of what could be and what should not. So just take that with you. If you're going to carry any sort of baggage, lightweight, of course, keep that in mind. Yeah? Okay, so when you're ready to to begin dating, you're going to feel more confident. You're going to have a different take on life and yourself. You may begin to work out more, be more proactive just in life in general. And speaking of that, when you are ready to date, you're going to want to appreciate life and freedom. See, most people don't value what freedom is like until you have it. It's one thing to get up with a person and, have to spend that time and that moment with them and kind of finagle around each other from day to day, morning, noon, and night, whatever it may be, adjust their way of doing things and, that sort of thing. But then it's altogether different when you could just wake up whenever you want. You can eat whenever you want. You can come and go as you please. If you choose to just decide to go for a late night walk, you can do that without being questioned. It really is a time for you to embrace being alone. And most people don't appreciate being alone. I mean, most of us were born in this world alone. Even still, we're all individuals. And you need to feel comfortable with yourself. You need to be able to enjoy yourself by yourself. Meaning going to a movie by yourself and enjoying that experience, not having someone whispering in your ear or trying to touch you or, yada, yada. It's just you and you enjoy that. Or going to the beach by yourself and just taking in the air and enjoying nature, going for a walk. Again, enjoying nature. When you become more grounded and you appreciate what life is offering you, the sky, the sun, the rainbow, when you appreciate that, that is when everything else will begin to fall into place for you. Okay, but you got to be confident while doing this. You have to know that if you do plan on seeking a long-term partnership, all of those things are going to have to play out just the way I stated. Being more appreciative of life, of yourself, your freedom, your independence. Appreciate that. Because what you need to remember, when you were with someone and you were sleeping next to them, were you sleeping with them all the time? Or was this individual coming in at 4 a.m.? Or hell, did you even sleep together at all most nights? So you have to think about those sorts of things. And it'll bring you back, and then you'll be more appreciative of just being single, being alone, embracing that. Next, you need to understand, and I think most people have a challenge with not coming to terms that a person does not make you complete, another entity. Bringing someone else into your world, into your life, should be considered as a mere accessory. One of my fine examples, is when you put on your outfit, what you're going to wear, it looks very nice, regardless if you're not wearing a belt or jewelry or any sort of accessory, right? So just bringing that other entity into your world does not complete you. You're still good without it. I mean, though it may, help you out in some kind of way, another make you feel loved, and you're there for the perks, the hugs and kisses and things like that. But without all of that, you're still good. You can love on yourself, love yourself more enough, respect yourself enough to love yourself first. And I know it sounds a bit cliche, but it's one of the greatest and biggest things ever in life is when you love yourself first. Whatever else someone else is offering you, I'll take it, but I don't have to have it to feel whole, complete. You understand? All right. And so when you put yourself out there, you become more confident. The main thing is so that you don't fall back into that state of just feeling lonely, is to be more creative. I don't know, go into painting, go to sip and paint, or do something out of the norm that you normally don't do. Just being more proactive, just putting yourself out there. And it's not really to pass the time. It's just because now you have that extra time available. So versus just sitting home and watching TV, help read a book. Fill those slots. the where it's needed. I mean, I'm not one to idle. I don't like idling my time at all. I'm always doing something. So you have to be creative in order to feel, complete. Find some sort of hobby that you've always wanted to do and get into that. And what that is learning and rediscovering who you are or who you should be. Probably who you should have been a long time ago. But because you've allowed other entities to come into your world, you have to take that energy and put it elsewhere in different places, especially if you have children. So allowing that energy and that time for yourself to relearn yourself and just love on you, enjoy yourself first. If you cannot have a good time by yourself, then more so than likely, you're not going to be good for anyone else. That's just the reality of it. It really is. Look, I've been single for 2.5 years and had the greatest time. My week is already planned out what I'm going to do. Okay? And doing this is part of it. So it's just rediscovering who you are and just embracing that independence and just nature and getting back out there and appreciating what life has given you is key. You'll be amazed of the abundance that God and the universe, whatever it is that you believe in, will grant you because of that, because you're not giving that away to someone who is undeserving of it. If anyone deserves goodness, it is yourself. Okay? And yeah. So when you have taken yourself through all of that and you're now doing that, you're in that process, eventually you're going to begin to swipe right and left. All right? It should be easy. Dating should not be all that complicated. Humans are complicated. Yeah, you're going to get the smoke and mirrors. You're going to get the tricks and the games. But prepare yourself for that. Don't fall for the shenanigans. If it's not something that you're willing to, deal with, then don't. The choice is yours. The ball is always in your court. Again, guys, it is a game when it comes to dating. You're not going to always get it right. You're going to get someone with a couple things that you probably could deal with, but then everything else is bullshit. Then don't deal with that. You know what it is that you need for yourself. Okay? And don't feel bad that you're single and you're by yourself. So if it's any consolation to you, my love, just remember the greatest person that has ever lived, Jesus Christ, never married. And look how he turned out. Okay? All right, my loves, I think that's all for now. Let me know if you have any additional questions. All my information will be linked down below. But until next time.